Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Hey everybody, it's Spooky Clary, and the only reason I look spooky, aside from my naturally ugly face, I'm in the back seat of my buddy's, what the hell he is, some big ass honking SUV, and it's like a brand new one. Can't fucking buy used. Hell no, we gotta keep up appearances and bullshit. We disagree on that, but it's got wireless, and they're in a meeting. He's stuck in a meeting. They got meetings. He runs a real company. I don't. He's in the real meeting. I'm like, fuck this. I don't have to sit here. I'm out of here. I want to get work done. Gonna produce some GDP, because that's what we're gonna do. So you could go to Asshole Consulting if you have a question. Hi Aaron, I'm contacting you because I'm going to be starting a small online business. Would like some information on how things work from someone who has done it before. When starting a brick and mortar business, you are supposed to register with the federal, state, and local governments. Not true. No, you. It depends on your locality, but you register with your state. Depending on what state you want to file your company in and what form of company you want to file it in. And then as far as registering with the federal government, you will get an employment identification number. If you have a separate legal entity like an LLC or a partnership or corporation, be it S or C corporation, there's different types of companies you could file. But if you're just filing as a sole proprietor, a DBA, doing business as just yourself, your Social Security is that number. It's already on file with the IRS. So the only thing you have to do after you file with the state to register your business is then get an employment identification number from the IRS. And dude, it's real simple. You just go, after you get your paperwork back from the state, you just go online, you fill in the information, and the IRS gives it to you right there. It's one of the few things, I shouldn't say that. There are some really good things. I hate to say it. The federal government, especially doing economic research, even the DMV in Minnesota, what the fuck? They got my license lickety-split to me because I had my birthday at turn of the year. And it was... But anyway, neither here nor there. But that's all you have to do is file with the state, get an employment identification number if it's not just going to be a sole proprietorship, a LLC or an LLP or whatever else have you. And you don't really have to do anything with the local business or local government unless you wanted to build something. But since you're not building anything, we don't have to worry about that, like a factory. Is registering locally still an issue? It never was. You don't have to register local. Now, if you want to build a plant or a facility, yeah, then you got to get approval from the city council, but you're offering the service. If there is no physical presence, what do you put the business address, specifically if you don't have a permanent address and move around a lot? This depends. You used to be able to do a post office box, but a lot of states don't allow that anymore. You have to have a physical location. So if you're setting up an LLC, an S Corp or a C Corp, a separate legal entity, then what you have to do is get an agent. And this is what I have, the handful of LLCs I've had. I did file it when I lived in Minneapolis, but then you're right, you move around. Then I'm in Wyoming, then I'm here, and it's like, yeah, I wasn't going to stay any place permanent. So I have my an agent, and an agent just basically means somebody who... an address, a real address where somebody can take mail in case they want to sue you. That's basically it. So a buddy of mine, he willingly is my agent. He lives in Minneapolis too. And that way if I move or whatever else, it's still in one place. It saves me the headache and the hassle of doing that. There's other companies that will do agent services. Basically, it's just a law office with one person there, and that one property address will be the headquarter, the main address for scores or even hundreds of different businesses and LLCs. So if you got a buddy, maybe your parents, maybe that, you might want to consider that. You also may want to consider having it in a tax-free state. It opens up some other options for you, but we won't talk about tax policy. How would they even know you have a business? The local people won't. The state and the feds will, because you register with them with your Social Security number, employment identification number. If there is no physical presence, what do we put on the business address, especially if you don't have a permanent address and move around a lot? That, again, would be your agent. the place where you have your LLC registered. And you're going to have to do this because if you're going to run a business, you're going to, if anything else, you're going to need to have a checking account, a business banking account of some kind. Now, you could get away kind of with that nowadays with PayPal because PayPal will attach to your banking address regardless of whether it's business or personal, and you can still move around a lot. But again, now you have to move your bank unless it's a nationally known or internationally known bank like, say, Hong Kong Shanghai Banking Corporation. So you got to get your mail, basically, is what it boils down to. That's really what it boils down to. I was also worried about estimated taxes. They are paid before you make the money, so how do you know how much to pay? There's an estimated tax worksheet that the IRS puts out. The states also have that. You do quarterly tax payments due at the end of each quarter. So remind yourself to pay. Actually, I got to remember myself to pay, although I'm on vacation, so I will have to pay estimated quarterly taxes. And you just send in a check to the state and feds. If you're stupid enough to live in Ohio or Pennsylvania or one of these fuck you up the ass states where you pay an actual local income tax, then you got to file there. Get the fuck out. Don't even bother. They're paid for how much to pay, especially if you're just starting out and really don't know how much you will make. Yeah, you got to estimate it, but again, follow those worksheets. They're boring, but they'll give you the right amount. I just basically estimate 30% of what I take in for taxes, and that's worked really well with me. That's the quick and dirty. I just take a third and send it into the 2/3 of which, so I take a third of my income. 2/3 of that goes to the feds, 1/3 goes to the state, and I've been surprisingly accurate. Like, my girlfriend was almost pissed off because I think I got like a $20 refund. She's like, how the hell have I, hey babe, I'm the world's greatest, sexiest economist, of course. How could I not have gotten this? I didn't even try. Could you imagine if I would have tried? So, but yeah, and the best thing to do is overpay. Don't underpay because then you got penalties. I heard they have a basic accounting course, but I can't seem to find it. Is it still available? Yeah, it's not a basic accounting course. It's called the Analysis and Valuation of Stocks. And the first half of it is a basic accounting course. So you learn how to read financial statements. That's basically what the first 6 things, because that's what stock analysis, most of it is anyway, or a good half of it is. So you can just search that, the Analysis and Valuation of Stocks. You'll find it. I really appreciate your advice. You're a great influence. Thank you. I do. I know I come off as an asshole, and I am. But I do appreciate the comment. But yeah, dude, that's it. Oh, I'm sorry. Before I get ahead of myself, we did have some communications after. You're writing books. Dude, don't even bother worrying about this shit right now. I wouldn't even bother setting up a company. No one's going to cut. The reason you'd set up another company is for legal protection. You're writing a book so you have no employees. No one's going to come out and sue you unless you defame them or do something really stupid with your book, which I don't think you would. All you do is go to createspace.com. That's Amazon's publishing arm. A lot of people, well, I thought Amazon. Yes, it's called CreateSpace. Amazon owns it. They are one and the same company. They just kept the brand name. So you go to createspace.com, you register, you follow their instructions, and I know you want to do ebooks. Do them all. Just trust me on this. Write your book. Do the physical copy first. Upload that to CreateSpace. Then they'll give you an option. Once you go through the publishing process, and you're going to have to figure it out on your own. They got tutorials. It's pretty easy to figure out. Then they'll say, do you want to publish on Kindle? And you just click on that and publish on Kindle. Or you could go directly to Kindle, which is kdp.amazon.com. It is a separate division, even though it's still owned by Amazon. You set up an account there, and then you go and you upload it there just like you would Amazon. So that's basically it. Hope that helps. Best luck to all of you. Toodles.